So my name is Matt Ellis. I'm a senior program manager at EMC within the Flash Products division, and I'm also a high-tech MBA student here at Northeastern University. So I'd like to thank Professor Marion and Professor Barzik for inviting me to this lovely conference. I had both of them through the program for lean innovation, marketing, and I also had Professor Fryer in craft beer appreciation. Business strategy. So it's great to be here. So talking about innovation at EMC, been there for a number of years. Just even a few years ago, the word innovation at EMC seemed like a bit of an oxymoron. A vice president who will remain nameless once said that getting anything done at EMC, this was a few years ago, was like churning a cruise ship. It took forever and nothing really happened. So what I'm going to show you today really shows that we're doing a lot of things organically within the company to stimulate innovation and use our network of talents within the global company. So a little background on EMC. So a decade ago, we were a core data storage company, and through kind of becoming an acquisition machine over the last decade, we've grown into much more than that. A couple of buzzwords coming your way here. We've really helped customers, make the transition into cloud and cloud storage and utilize their big data to their benefit and help them use that within their organization. One of the key acquisitions that really fueled our growth here was in the end of 2004, our acquisition of VMware, which we spent $600 million at the time in 2004, and today they have a market cap of just over $30 billion, sorry. So arguably one of the better acquisitions in high tech. Again, a little background on EMC. We're ranked number 139 on Forbes Fortune 500 list. The bottom half last year in 2012. Over $20 billion in revenues. We're ranked right behind Apple as one of the most admired companies, and it's surprising. Outside of Northeastern and kind of the Massachusetts, New England, a lot of people still don't know what EMC is, which is surprising. But over the past couple of years, we have a new CMO, Jeremy Burton, who's done great works and gone to great lengths to really get our brand awareness up in the industry. So we're making strides there. So taking a step back on innovation, as we've talked about today, innovation has a lot of forms, many variants. So within the company, organizationally, it can be either closed or open. We've talked about a lot of open innovation today, and the following slides will talk a lot about how we're using open innovation within the company. Closed, behind closed doors. Open, can be shared with partners, and that's shared risk, but also shared reward. Marketing innovation, it can be radical. Think of, at a high level, the first iPad, bringing a tablet to the mass market, kind of a radical innovation for Apple. Incremental, think iPad 2, building on existing technology. Process innovation, it can be top down, executive mandate says we will go in this direction and let's make this happen. Bottoms up, employee driven, employees or sales, they see what's out there in the market and really fuel that growth within the company. Product innovation, traditional engineering, also sequential engineering or frugal engineering, which can be a low-cost way to gain mass market adoption. Think of one of the examples I saw was the Nokia 1100 in the mid-2000s. So while cell phones were still becoming adopted in the mass market, the Nokia 1100 was a quality engineered product, sold at a low cost, and really helped the mass market adoption in emerging markets. So within EMC, there are three kind of central elements to innovation. University, we're in a building that's actually named after the E in EMC, and just around the corner it's the M in EMC. So we have strong ties with the universities. Venture, we have a whole group on the West Coast which actually deals with venture innovation. And just on university innovation, I should also mention that we have a whole group with university relations, which manages relationships with universities. But organic innovation is what I'm really going to focus on today, and that's really what we're doing, grassroots efforts within the company to stimulate innovation. Oh, dance, there you go. So our vision is, as I'll show, we have 60,000 employees worldwide, 186 countries. That's a massive amount of brain power. And if we're just becoming complacent and not using our own people to fuel our innovation and question what we're doing all the time, then we're not using our resources as well as we should. And our vision is really to spark the creation and delivery of high-value ideas through this way of thinking. So, like I said, map behind me shows our global reach, 60,000 people. Oh, I said 186 countries. 86 countries, sorry. And one of the things that we pride ourselves on are the centers of excellence throughout the world, known as internally as COEs. So these are kind of groups of smart people where we have innovation, technology showcased in key markets, and really a way to share knowledge in key spots across the globe. So our main programs, this is driven by the Office of the CTO. I don't work in the Office of the CTO, but I work closely with Calvin Smith, who helped me put together this presentation. But the three main programs, which leverage the people, coordinate the people through events, and then once we have the ideas, use the innovation roadmap or the process to help incubate those ideas and bring them to market. So part of the events part of this is the Innovation Conference, which happens yearly, starting in 2007, is really grown over the years. As an employee and shareholder of the company, I think this is a fantastic program. It really helps, like I said, stimulate employees within the company and kind of fights organizational silence and helps build mutual engagement within the company. So if there's an introvert engineer who doesn't think that EMC is going in the right direction, questions our product strategy, by all means, build the product, pitch it to us. We'll help you bring it to market. So it's really reassuring to me that the company is going through this effort. The Innovation Conference, so we've had some, it's not just internal, but we've had some external, some kind of distinguished industry speakers. The conference is held October 16th this year. The challenge is on right now for the 2013 Innovation Challenge, and the internal groups have until July 12th to submit their ideas. Personally, I'm sitting on the board of the Flash Products Division, where I work to help stimulate ideas, and how this is done is I'm working with my CTO, Dan Cobb, in the Flash Products Division, and we kind of set out high-level organizational issues. So where do you see the server flash market going a year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now? What are the problems that we have today? What are problems that we haven't even thought of yet? And what does someone sitting in China have to think about that? What does someone in Israel have to think about that? And how can we kind of productize that and fuel that and bring it to market? So the Innovation Conference, it's truly a global event. It's held in 15 locations, kind of anchored in Franklin. In 2013, there's the main stage is going to be in Beijing. 5,000 plus attendees last year. And last year, we're talking about idea submissions and, kind of making sense of what people bring to the table. We had 2,200 ideas submitted last year, and we're enthusiastic about sorting through each and every one of them. And there's a graph and a few slides that shows just the increase in ideas that have been submitted over the years. So this is last year. My division isn't even on there yet, so part of a growing company. There's ever-changing landscaping internally at EMC. So each one of these organizations will come up with these high-level type ideas of what are the problems that we're not addressing? What are we not even thinking of? What are the problems that our products face right now? These organizations will put these we'll put these ideas out there, and then it's up to the 60,000 employees across the company to submit their ideas and help bring it to market. So that's step one. So step two is the employees respond to it, and sponsors are put in place, and these employees bring it through to step three is the sponsors take the 2,200 or more ideas and judge them and come up with a list of finalists. And then these finalists will come and actually present to a panel. That's step four. Once this handful of finalists pitch their ideas, the sponsors choose a winning idea. And then step six is the innovation network, which is run by the Office of CTO. It's across organizations. They pick the best in show. So they actually pick the ideas that we are going to incubate. So this year at the Innovation Conference, once after the July 12th submission date, leading up to that, those last few steps will take place, and then the innovation, and then the winners will be announced on October 16th at the Innovation Conference, and then once these winners are selected, they'll be actually incubated and hopefully brought to market. So this is taking a look at, like I said, the growth in submissions over the years. So just how much the program has grown, and I think we've been successful. And we've had, just last year we had 31 winners. That's 31 projects that were actually funded and were driven by the company to bring to market. This is a little bit of the process, sponsored by the Office of the CTO. Steps 1 through 7, kind of a Stagegabe methodology where starts with a business case, build an early prototype, they do a demo. This whole process typically takes 1 year. It can take less, it can take more. And what's important to note here is that this process is bought in from the top down. So the executives from our CEO, Joe Tucci, the vice presidents, the employees that get selected to help incubate this, they have if they get pushback from their mid-level manager, they say, Joe Tucci wants me to do this. I have his support. So, but much like getting an MBA part-time, you still have to do your day job. So, so here's my favorite slide on the deck. Anybody turn their head? Anybody paying attention? All right. These are just an idea of some of the products that I'm not too familiar with, but some of the projects in the past that have been funded and actually productized and have been implemented either as a service, a product, or deployed within the company. And also just a kind of the percentage of the products of the ideas that have been incubated. Some of them have been radical, some incremental, some adjacent, and some disruptive. So it varies whether it's new technology, existing technology. It's across the board. And just some stats on the innovation roadmap. We have a lot going on. 284 finalists last year, 84 roadmap winners. And we're looking forward to going through this process again this year and seeing what our employees and our network of brainpower comes up with to help us solve these problems. And in closing, one thing I learned through the high-tech MBA program is only the paranoid survive. So if you're complacent and you think, oh, my product is just a big piggy bank, I don't have to touch it, set it and forget it, further down the road, it's not a sustainable strategy. So constantly be questioning your product roadmap, your strategy, who the people are that are working on it. I think it's a healthy way to run your business and stay relevant and stay fresh. So thank you very much.